New at 10 tonight, the News 4 Tucson investigators have an update on a dog found dead in a Tucson apartment complex dumpster. Pima Animal Care and Tucson Police Department now closing their investigations.
And we want to warn you, though, you might find what you're about to see disturbing. Our chief investigative reporter, Chris Nylander, broke the story and now has the latest.
Well, it was a story that left many disturbed and demanding action. Tonight, the dog's owner is facing criminal charges, but not nearly as severe as some had hoped for. PAC and TPD say they just simply couldn't determine what caused the dog's death. It all happened after a resident here at the Summit Ridge Apartments on Tucson's South Side started documenting what they felt was abusive behavior against their neighbor's dog.
The puppy would come out more hurt every day.
Sharing videos like this with the News 4 Tucson investigators, she reported it to the Pima Animal Care Center, but on July 20th, after seeing her neighbor without the dog, trash bag in hand, heading towards the dumpsters covering her face, she decided to check out the dumpster and found the small dog's lifeless body inside.
The dog's body had dry blood on its arm, on one of the front legs. When they pulled the body out of the dumpster and laid it on the concrete, when the puppy's head went to the side, blood gushed out of the mouth. To me, that says that there's some sort of internal injuries.
PAC and TPD immediately launched an investigation, which they tell us is now completed. On August 4th, 3 days after our report, PAC cited the neighbor, identified as Samaya Erica Jones, with animal cruelty and failing to take an animal to the vet, both misdemeanors.
We took all the action that we could legally take in this case.
PAC Director Monica Dangler tells us the necropsy was inconclusive and couldn't determine a cause of death. In a statement, TPD said, quote, "A detective reviewed the associated videos, interviews, and paperwork to include the necropsy report. After reviewing the reports and speaking with the pathologist who performed the necropsy, no injuries consistent with animal abuse were noted, such as broken ribs or a broken hyoid bone, which are common injuries from kicking or strangulation. A previous injury was noted to the dog's left femur. This was concerning. However, the investigation found no further evidence to support an arrest." Dangler says the citations were for what their officers observed prior to the dog's death, that leg injury. They gave Jones a week to get the dog medical care and were about to do a follow-up visit.
It actually was the day that we got the call that the dog was deceased. So had the dog still been alive and she had not gotten medical care, we would have probably impounded the dog at that point.
Do you believe possibly be a coincidence that this dog died in that week time frame?
No, I do not at all. Absolutely not.
PAC says Jones never gave an explanation for what happened to her dog. The News 4 Tucson investigators made another attempt to speak with Jones at her apartment, but nobody answered the door. Blanca feels discouraged that all her efforts to protect the dog resulted in such minimal charges.
I have faith that eventually just things will come to light, and I know that we're not going to give up.
Jones has an arraignment scheduled for August 30th in Tucson City Court. We plan to be there and bring you the latest as this case moves forward. If you have a story you'd like us to investigate, email us at investigators@KVOA.com or call our tip line at 520-955-4444. Investigating for you, Chris Nylander, News 4 Tucson.